know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. For the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg. Gilmore. He's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back to throw. Gilmore. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Gilmore will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Gilmore. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He gets this to Davante Adams.
Rodgers pass.
Not much there, only a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
Davante Adams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Rodgers with a handoff to Aaron.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now this time Rodgers will throw. It's caught. Jones past the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Geis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions, nothing.
Second and 7. From the gun, Gilmore. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Pick up on the play, and it's third down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Rodgers wants the football. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Well, net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that...
Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Packers.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Aaron Jones.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This return will not positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jared Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivation speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Calling a right inside by Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
Rodgers to throw once more. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Off the play fake. Gilmore airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Intercepted by the Packers. This is it. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll go again to Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the
early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And it's going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. carries, 51 yards.
First down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got him man, it's Tanyan complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Packers 35. Lions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come in with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
23-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Gilmore, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gilmore, he's going to let this go. Back to the end zone. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense wanted adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken
just
down.
Not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. First down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage. A little something extra in his repertoire.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him. He's caught 1 as well.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Punt, give him 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd at SoFi Stadium. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio that once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And he's got some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
For Green Bay.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down. Gilmore. They'll get this one to Galladay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Gilmore. That will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run.